glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Coach Smook here from the Coach Smook Network, and we're bringing the game to you. Join us live at Walk-On Sports Bistro in Montgomery, Alabama for the ultimate Alabama versus Indiana watch party on January 1st, kicking off at 2 p.m. Expect a next level atmosphere, multiple big screens, real fan interactions, and the chance to connect, network, and vibe with fellow Alabama fans like never before. And here's the kicker. The first 30 supporters in the door, you get into the VIP area. Beat me there, don't meet me there. And remember, and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Hard like a tackle, making plays, I'm about to break some. Keep me off the ball, I run it back, I'm about to shake some. Ready to play.
Let's talk football. Roll Tide.
It's in my bones, crimson in my veins, talking Bama in the microphone. Look me up on YouTube, true cut straight from the stone. Ain't no selling their retails, I'm exposing what they want. Alabama football, yeah, I live it, yeah, I breathe it. From the streets to the bleachers, every angle, yeah, I see it, film, study, so militant. I ain't guessing a thing, break it down, every Now it's like a coach of the team. Authenticity above all. That's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you'll fail with the fan. They tried to box me in, and I keep the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power. Put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach. In the game. Put me in the game, Coach Smook. That's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach. In the game. Put me in the game, coach. That's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. And boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Check, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast,
What's up, bro?
reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate
Roll
that, bro.
Tide.
Roll Tide, man.
Let's go, chat. Let's go. Give it up for yourselves, chat. Come on now. Show yourself some love, man. Y'all do such a great job supporting. Appreciate y'all for pulling up this morning and tapping in with the Coach Smook Network. I'm glad to see y'all, man. This morning. With a short. Look, Mary J said, I'm going to agree 100% with her. We done got way too spoiled with our full team of on-screen producers. Jordan, he's getting ready to get on his flight, headed to California, Mr. $1 Million marching band man himself. And then Amanda has to handle the babies this morning. And Mary J will be stepping out here in about 20 minutes. So I'll be running the show by myself once we actually get everything started, which will be fine because we already set up. And I got a solid team that makes sure we squared away day in and day out. So appreciate my team, first of all, for and appreciate God for them. Let's thank God for being here another day, y'all. Listen, I don't know how y'all feeling this morning, but I'm feeling good. I got me some coffee. I ate some waffles. I had some jelly on my waffles today. I didn't want no syrup. If you never ate grape jelly on your waffles, you're missing out. But let's go ahead and get into the roll call. This morning, we're going to talk about, we're going to have a couple of defensive topics that we're going to be going through today. Kind of just to identify the main topic of conversation is Alabama's defense versus Indiana's offense. Once again, man, and I'm going to continue to push my narrative until proven otherwise. I don't think Indiana has seen the depth of talent that Alabama is going to be able to showcase this Thursday. I don't think not Tennessee, but Indiana has seen it. The reason I say Tennessee is because they remind me of the Tennessees and the Missouris and the Vanderbilts that we played against this season. Up front, the first groups look solid. When attrition starts to set in, it's going to make a sizable difference, but it's going to be another topic of conversation. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Shout out to all the platforms that we're live on today. Shout out to TikTok, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping that screen. Lag Lord, Antonio Snell, my guy Corey Davis over there tapping in on the screen. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, man, and doing what y'all do to support the Coach Smook Network. Lag Lord, my God, I see you. Hey, appreciate everybody on the YouTube side. We got Twitter up, we got Facebook, Twitch. Both Facebook pages are up today. Shout out to that, man. We were having problems with the personal page, but both of them are up today, Kick and TikTok. So we're up on all 6 platforms today. You get your pick 6 today, and just pick one and drop your name and let me know where you're watching from today. Y'all, before we get into the show, got to give us a shout out to all of our AAA members, man. AAA family members. If you're a member of the AAA family, you got the wristband. We greatly appreciate you. Also, those out there that are sponsors and partners, shout out to Walk On Sports Bistro. Shout out to Yon Urban Streetwear and Apparel. Shout out to Helping Hands LLC. Shout out to Men of Standard Executive Security. Who else? I'm missing somebody. Oh, yeah. And the newest and the biggest and the fastest growing and the one that's really been consuming a lot of my days because of how excited I am about the launch is Got One Scouting and Recruiting Network, man. We got y'all squared away. You need some help with scouting and recruiting, get your prospect to the next level. We got you. And don't forget, y'all, if you are tapping in just now, make sure if you're just tapping in post live and you're not seeing the live, this is live right now. That means you probably post live, and you can fast forward to the 15-minute mark to get to the conversation. But before we get into our conversation and we get over to into our topics of the day, I want to do my roll call, man. Y'all know we love to acknowledge our community. Y'all are my family. And so when family show up and you ain't talking to family just yesterday or the day before, it could be a few hours. You want to speak. You want to acknowledge your family. So let's do that, Mary J. Get up to the top of that comments and let's scroll. New comments only. We don't need to see repeats. We want everybody's first comment of the day on the screen. What's up, everybody? They sleeping on us, Coach, saying we're going to get blown out by Indiana. Oh, hell no. Let's boo that. Boo those people. But what's up to my guy for pulling in? Who is that? I didn't even get to see the name real quick. Who is that? Bama Man 256. Appreciate you for pulling up. Dalton Man, what's good? Roll Tide, my guy. Roll Tide. Dougie Fresh, Roll Tide, my guy. Welcome in this morning. Roll Tide. All my family, come on, man. Y'all sitting there. Come on, Mary J. She in the back on the ones and twos and drop the comments before she make it do what it do. The Kinesis is in the chat. Roll Tide, the Kinesis. You never answered me. Was your birthday yesterday? On the calendar, it said it was your birthday yesterday, or maybe you did. What's up, Miss Teresa? She said, hey, Coach Smook, Indiana will not be able to compete for 4 quarters against relentless pressure. We win 100%. 100%. And I think I'm gonna talk about the narrative about the rain and everything tomorrow, being that tomorrow's the last day we will have a show during the day. But Thursday, man, I'm telling you, that rain issue, 90% chances of rain, I don't think that plays into the advantage of a team that's not as skilled. They don't present this. We're going to talk about it. Roll Tide, roll. What it do, Coach Smook? What up, Sam? Good to see you in the chat, brother. Roll Tide. Zach, Roll Tide, and good morning, y'all. We got a short call and said we're going to have the phone line open for 3 callers today. We're going to have open line for 3 callers. So if you're trying to get on that line today, you got, Tuesday morning is the short show. So you got to get on that phone line if you want to get in. 5 minutes per call, 3 phone calls on the show today. Most sleep is full. Am I saying that right? Listen on the farm in Northwest Georgia. Roll Tide. Howdy. Do we say howdy just because you work on the farm? I don't know. I guess you can say it, right? Right. Roll Tide to you, family. What's up, Cindy? Triple A fam in the building. Let's go. Good morning. Stephen Raymond. Good morning, Coach Smook. Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Appreciate y'all for tapping in and giving us comments. Greg, what's good, man? Roll Tide, y'all. Here we go. We got any more? That's the last one. Yeah, perfect timing. Sean A in the chat. Roll Tide, Nay. Good to see you, girl. Good to see you. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Jalen, Roll Tide. We got 31 in the chat on YouTube. Continue to run the likes up. 5 Adam tapping in from Mobile. Let's go. 5 Adam pulled back up on us. Roll Tide. Jordan just getting through TSA and about to leave for the airport. Hey, Jordan, we so proud of you, man. Go make us proud. Represent for the AAA family. And play like it ain't no tomorrow, brother. Play like it ain't tomorrow. You better blow that trumpet like Jesus about to come back. Sound the trumpet. Sound the alarm for the Crimson Tide. I said Christmas Tide, y'all. Y'all better come on in here. Unc D said, what up, fam? Roll Tide. Let's get it, man. And then Booby Miles, you gonna be our last one. Appreciate you for tapping in. Bama by 14 plus. Roll Tide, my guy Boomy. We appreciate you. J Penny, what's good, man? Let's get into the show today, y'all, here on the Coach Smook Network. Remember, if you have not tapped the screen already, hit that thumbs up and like the stream. Make sure you share it. Drop some comments. Continue to let me know where you watch from. We will be acknowledging chats throughout the stream. But let's get into the show, man. Let's get into the conversation here on the Coach Smook Network. We have how many in the chat? 32 in the chat, 11 likes on YouTube. We need those 25 likes, man. We don't beg for super chats, but we beg for likes. Help us reach our 25 like goal here on the Coach Smook Network. If you're ready to get into the conversation, somebody type in the chat, say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's do it. You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Let's go, Bama Nation. Give it up for yourselves. Let's get into this conversation, man. I'm excited. Once again, y'all know yesterday we started the conversation. We were more so talking about the Alabama's offense versus Indiana's defense. And I want to more so talk about it today in a sense of when we talk about the other side of the ball, the Alabama's defense versus Indiana's offense. I want to look at the facts, right? I'm not going to pad nothing. I want to talk about facts, and we want to bring forth some relevant. I'm sorry, I can't talk this morning. Y'all don't know what it is. Maybe because I went to bed at 5 o'clock this morning. But I want to talk about some relevant factors that need to be added to create some context around the matchups that these experts continue to just overhype, in my opinion. And I'm going to continue to attack this narrative that this Indiana team is so dominant. Yes, I understand you're undefeated, but I have to look at the landscape of college football and the talent level you've been competed against. And I look at the product, and I can't help but assume and lean towards the same thing that's being a reoccurring factor for teams that have seen this same type of success against similar strength of schedule, against similar modes of play. They've been fortunate to be in games where mistakes should have happened and cost them. They didn't play against teams that were able to capitalize because they weren't skilled. They don't have the skill sets. Indiana has padded a roster over the past 3 years. They are starting. They started to be able to retain guys when they went in the portal this past season to get a lot of those guys out of the portal. When they got Mendoza, they got the running back, they got a receiver, they got some offensive linemen, they got some key guys on defense. They went and did the Ohio State move, right, on a low level, right, on a real quiet level. And I don't think a lot of this stats and the stuff that they're getting is legit. I think it's padded. I'm gonna just say it like that. We're gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna open up with a few things. All right, first topic of conversation tonight. I mean, today. I keep saying tonight, man. I told you I didn't go to bed till till almost 6. I think it was like 5:15, 5:30 when I went to bed and fell asleep right around 6. So we gonna make this thing work. Here we go. Where's my topics at? I can't find my notes, Mary J. Don't make me look like this. What Alabama's defense brings to the table? Let's talk about it. Alabama's defense brings to the table. One, you're talking about a defense that total defense on the year, top 15 ranked defense, 13th in the FBS. Passing yards allowed, 10, top 10. They're number 10. And you look at the average ranked passing offense that Alabama faced was 31. You had 4 opponents in the top 25. 2 of them was in the top 10, right? And then you had the other ones there in the top 50. Nobody that Alabama played other than Eastern Illinois and Florida State were teams that were ranked outside the top 50 as far as total yards per game and passing. Nobody that Alabama played was outside the top 50 when it came to rushing yards per game. And I have to double check that stat because I think LSU fell right outside the top 50. They were right at number... They were right there low with us. LSU, Alabama, some of the worst productive overall run production offenses in the league, right? Alabama only giving up 120 yards a game defensively, facing against teams that were averaging overall. Our strength is, our schedule opponent average together overall 141 total yards for their season. If you average all of their season averages together, 140 yards between all of our opponents. And Alabama was able to hold that average of those teams in their worst, right? Or their averages, their averages through all those games, total averages. We were able to hold a total less than 20 yards. Not people off their averages is what I like to call it when we were talking about it during the season. And everybody was complaining about us not being able to stop the run game. We knocked a lot of teams off their averages, and that in turn helped us when our offense was struggling. Points allowed, 17.9 points a game. While Indiana is their defense is facing, only 2 teams ranked inside the top 25 offensively, and only 3 teams ranked inside the top 50 offensively throughout the whole season, right? 3 matchups. Alabama has seen a total of 9 teams in the 14 games that they've played. 9 teams. 1 team twice in the top 50. Offensively, and we've only allowed 13 points. When you average out the average amount of points scored with opponents on our schedule, meaning SEC opponents, when you average out their average scoring on the season, we have a whopping 28.7 points for those opponents. That's factoring in Missouri, LSU, Georgia, Tennessee, Vanderbilt, Oklahoma, all of these teams. When you factor in their scoring numbers against 50 ranked defenses, because we're playing a lot of these similar defenses, a lot of top 50, top 20 ranked defenses on a lot of these SEC schedules. You look at the numbers and you have to question, is Indiana really playing a good enough competition week in and week out to say that they are a dominant team? Let's talk about Indiana's numbers. We're talking about numbers. What we talk about what Alabama brings to the table. They're very stingy defense, only allowing 170 passing yards a game. We talked about that, roughly 170 yards per game. But something that's been increasing, right? Something that's been increasing statistically every game since the Georgia game was pressures. This article says right here, since week 5, the 5th game against Georgia, Alabama's pressures rate has increased by an average of 3.7 pressures per game. So in that Georgia game with the 11 pressures that we had on quarterback, if we're increasing our pressures, we talked about pressures in the Oklahoma game. We got 9 pressures on their quarterback. 13 pressures on their quarterback, 5 sacks this last game. So the pressure rate is just continuing to increase. That's another thing going for the defense. Total defense, Alabama, we talked about the rankings. Let's talk about what Indiana offense presents to the table. And we're just going to match it up. We're not taking anything away from them. 8th in FBS in total yards, 472 yards per game. Scoring offense, 41.9 points per game. 4th in FBS, 251 yards passing. That's 46th nationally. 221 rushing yards. That's 10th nationally, right? Scoring efficiency, that 41.9 points. They are in the top 5 as far as nation's scoring. They are in the top 5 with number 4. Their third down efficiency, 55.5% right now. Right? Let's do the same thing we did for Alabama. When I look at their stats, you're talking about 472 yards a game. The average that defenses on their schedule are giving up, and I want to name some of these teams, y'all. I want to name some of these teams so that we don't think that Coach Smook is just discrediting Indiana. No, I'm telling y'all what they brought to the table, what they played and how they handled it. Let's look at it. I don't even want to talk about the first 3 games. You're talking about Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State. You beat those teams by a combined 208 points to 23 or something like that. 208 to 23. No real competition the first 3 weeks. So your stats are going to look good there. Mendoza coming out of those 3 weeks with 700 passing yards. You got about 500, 400 rushing yards in your run game production between all of them. So it's setting up the momentum for the stats to look good. You come into the Illinois game, a struggling Illinois team, you beat them 63-10. That puts you on the map. That offense from Illinois was not good. I got to keep identifying that because this was an offense. This was one of the better offenses that they played throughout the season. And their overall offensive ranking was 62 on the season, 62nd in the country. And this is one of the better offenses that Indiana's defense is getting credit for dominating and having so much skill and controlling the game against, right? When they played a solid defense in Iowa, they struggled. They beat Iowa by 5 on the road, September 7th, right? Their offense, Mendoza, 233 yards. I think that was his first turnover of the season in the Iowa game. The run game, Hemby was held to 86 yards. Surratt and that receiver core made some big plays throughout the game. Not very explosive, just made a lot of big plays, big catches. And you saw how they won that game. Oregon, again, they're on the road. They out physical the Oregon team. They were not efficient in the run game. Oregon was able to disrupt the run game. But once again, Oregon's physicality, they were not able to sustain for 4 quarters. And I'm just looking at the narrative. Look at the rest of the teams that they played. Michigan State, 38-13. UCLA, 56-6. Maryland, 55-10. Penn State, like I said, that was the closest game they had this season outside of the Ohio State game. And a team that matched up with them talent-wise, and they struggled. Penn State knocked them out of all of their averages. The run game, Becker ended up having some big catches, and Cooper ended up having the game winner, but they knocked them off of all their averages. What Penn State was not able to do, and I'm going to pull up the game cast. I don't think Penn State was able to. Oh, yeah, they see what happened. Anytime you play against defenses that can match up talent-wise, Mendoza struggles. His interceptions came, his turnovers came against Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, all the teams that match up with him good. That's where his turnovers came. talent-wise, and when there's no real talent gap, they show their signs. And I think a lot of teams that they play, would you all agree with me if I say that Alabama has more depth than Michigan? Would you all agree with me if I say Alabama has more depth or has seen more depth put out on the field than Ohio State? And I've watched a lot of Ohio State games this year. I do admire what they've done. But one thing that Ohio State has benefited from this season, they've been very healthy. They haven't suffered a lot of major injuries. Their injuries have not come to key players, right? So I think right now, when you look at it, Alabama has the advantage when I'm talking about just the opponents. The strength of schedule has its condition. I talked about this yesterday when we were talking about the offense versus their defense. I don't think we blow this team out because maybe the weather conditions make us slow it down, but I think we handle this game decisively to the point where it doesn't look like Indiana is as good as they were. Does Indiana look like a team that deserves to be in the playoffs? Yes, I agree. I think they will show up and compete. But do I think they last a full 60 minutes and they're able to just match up with what they're bringing to the table, the stats? And when you start looking at these stats, let me just highlight this, y'all. I'm going to highlight some of the opponents and the rankings that we're adding to this. We're talking about, and I'm not going to talk about the first 3 weeks. We're talking about Illinois. They were ranked when Indiana saw them. Illinois got hyped because who did they play the week before? I forget who the Illinois played that gave them all that hype at the beginning of the season. Who was it that they beat? Illinois had beat, I believe it was Duke. I want to say it was Duke early in the season. They came out and they handled Duke, and Duke came in preseason with a lot of hype to compete for the ACC title. But I look at all of Indiana's opponents, or just look at the conference in Indiana. Once you get past Michigan, their 9-3 team, they no offense. Iowa, Washington, Illinois, Minnesota, Nebraska, Northwestern, UCLA, Penn State, Rutgers, Wisconsin, Michigan State, Maryland, Purdue. These are the teams that they have to pick from to go and defend. Go in there and find any team that I name out of those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Out of those 13 teams, you can't find a top 50 ranked offense. You can't find a top 50 ranked defense. And I listen to who I said, chat. Iowa is a top 50 ranked defense, I believe, or were they like number 48 with no offense. And you're talking about Washington. We know what they went through. They struggled this year and still was able to win 9 games because of the conference that they play in. It's a trash conference. Illinois, Minnesota. None of these offenses are ranked. None of these defenses are ranked in the top 50. Minnesota, Nebraska, Northwestern, UCLA, Penn State. Were they even ranked top 50, chat? I mean, they had some talent, but were they ranked top 50? Rutgers, we know what they were doing. Wisconsin, we beat up on Wisconsin. I think we almost shut them out. They let Wisconsin hold them to 27 points. Wait, I'm looking at Illinois' schedule. I'm sorry. They let Wisconsin hold them to 31. So I don't know, man. It's just I look at I don't do transitive property. I'm just looking at talent on roster. Like I said yesterday, nobody was really talking about the impact of Fernando Mendoza to Indiana going into the season. I think we've seen another situation where, like Michigan a few years ago, like let's talk about systems, like Georgia when they went back to back, where you find pieces that fit into your system. You don't necessarily have the best players on the field, but you find the perfect pieces to fit your system. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't talk this morning. Let's get in the comments before we go to the next topic of conversation. I appreciate Mary J for tapping in. She had to go. Y'all give it up for Mary J doing the thing. I'm gonna slow the show down just a little bit so that we can get y'all comments in and also get y'all on the phone line here. We're at the 30-minute mark on the Coach Smook Network. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm gonna get to y'all comments real quick. Let me get to gotta pull my notes back up real quick, and then I'm gonna read y'all comments. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, there we go. All right, chat. Let me see what y'all got. Run it up, man. The comment I'm starting from It's right here. Brain, shine, hell. Give me Bama by 50. What's your real score predictions? Y'all can start doing score predictions today. We 2 days out. I'm not giving y'all mines. Put me in the game, Coach. I got you, Nate. Let's go, man. Yeah, the 29 tie who's put up 100 plus on some nerds, man. Stop, bro. Yo, Coach, what's up, Ballard Sports Media? Hopefully you can call in today on the phone line, brother. Got the phone line opening up in about 20 minutes, y'all. Jordan and Cynthia, what's up? Unleash Keeley, they right tackle can't block them. You know what? When we talk about what's being brought to the table, you jump right on top of a situation, not necessarily the numbers, but some of the matchups that I think can really be exposed in this game. With LT Overton being back, they left tackle and they right tackle gonna have some problems. You about to have to deal with a healthy LT Overton, a healthy surgeon Keon Keeley, Yanzi Pierre, Quay Rousseau, and then you're gonna spot those edge guys with the likes of Jordan Renard, have y'all seen 11? Did y'all see 11 in the Oklahoma game? He showed up, looked like a totally different player. And I'm just talking about the edge. We're not talking about the impact of the interior. This might be the stretch. This might be the game where the defensive line starts to, oh my God, this is an elite defensive line. Watch the mainstream media. Because of how, if the weather is that effective, watch how disruptive and how physical this game becomes, and the D-line will impose their wills. Jake Penny says, that's what I've been saying even about the Heisman. Ty had better numbers against actual competition. What did Mendoza do against their top 3 and 4 opponents? 5 TDs in 4 games with 5 interceptions. Come on, Jay Penny. You said something there. That boy live again. Facts, man. Roll Tide, Danny P. You gotta get you a membership, bro. Turn on them doggone notifications, man, so you don't miss it. Hey, yo, Sully, what's good? Smoothie, what's happening, everyone? What's up, Sully? Appreciate you for tapping in, bro. I'm running the show by myself. Hey, we need to fill our team of on-screen producers. We want 5 on-screen producers on the team. If you think you're interested, you got to be a member, and you have to be a supporter of the Coach Smook Network for at least 30 days. And you need to come through and be a moderator. We got moderators. We need some more. We need some more moderators. So if you want to be a moderator, start volunteering, continue to support the content. Supporting the content don't mean that you're going to agree with me, chat. That means that you're keeping the chat clean. We don't want people disrespecting people. You could talk trash. I love to talk trash. I love trolls when you're good trolls. I love the good trolls. Don't be a horrible troll. Be a troll that can carry a conversation, that's not scared to speak up. All right? A few more comments, and then we're going to get into it. First of all, before we get into the comments, let me acknowledge our new member on the team, man. We got a new member of the AAA family, y'all. Danny P done picked up that wristband. Y'all give it up for him, man. Give it up for my guy, Danny P done picked up that wristband. Hey, appreciate you for picking up that wristband, Danny P. You 100, and you're a real supporter. Y'all give it up for him one more time, y'all. That's huge, man. Y'all know we're trying to grow this family. I think we almost at 150 now, 150 members. So hopefully y'all can continue to share the word. What's up, the other Jay, man? We've been missing you on the phone lines, man. The phone line open in 20 minutes. Stick around, brother. I'm a 31, Indy 28, Talty with the field goal for the win. I don't think we're going to give up 28 points. I think the national media has y'all tricked with how good this Indiana team. I'm not saying they're trash. There's no way you go through a season and win 13 games and be trash. But I also saw a team that did not have quality depth in Florida State. What that was 3 years ago now. That didn't have quality depth. They had everything on the first team in the main spots look great. But when it started getting down to the spots, when they lost their quarterback, if Mendoza goes down, his brother's not coming in and carrying that team like that. He's not ripping the ball like that against any skilled defense or equally talented defense. So they lose massive value. We have a situation where we believe that Alabama, if Ty Simpson goes down, we feel like we're in just as good of a situation, if not better, with our quarterback options. Now, me personally, I think we're in better position with the true freshman. Y'all want to believe that it's Mac. I'm telling you, I have seen this young man when the gang gets rolling. There's different things and traits. Y'all got mad at me when I said this about Ty Simpson. I'm gonna leave it alone. Y'all think I'm just biased. I know when I see things and I look at it, I don't say this is what I like. I be like, man, this would be the best option for this or this asset to be elite. I do that on defense too. I told y'all about the inside linebacker room rotation, how effective it would be if Justin Jefferson played majority of the inside linebacker snaps. We saw early in the season Jefferson was playing around Jefferson. Lawson coming back. They let him push himself till he figured it out. Second week, Nikhil Green forced himself in that rotation. They rotated around Justin Jefferson, and that's benefited this season. He's been able to stay healthy. You see he's affecting this. The best open field tackle at the linebacker position. We got him and Nikhil Green running neck and neck for that reward. But that's what all I'm saying is I just don't think Indiana is as good as I don't think Indiana is better than I don't want to be disrespectful. All right. I don't think Indiana is better than a healthy Missouri team. I don't think Indiana is better than Vanderbilt at home. I don't think Indiana's defense is better than Oklahoma's defense. I don't think Indiana's offense is better. I think Indiana's offense is just as good as LSU's offense when they're looking great. I don't think Indiana is as good as Georgia playing their best game. I don't think Indiana is as good as the Oklahoma version of Oklahoma we lost to. I don't think their product looks better than that version of Oklahoma. And I'm saying that to say this: if Alabama, I think Alabama's A- B+ game handles this game decisively. If Alabama could play clean, if Alabama can execute on a 93% ratio to where plays are being executed regardless of production, right? I think it pans out. The law of averages pans out for the defense, right? If we are tackling in open field, they won't be able to attack us and hit explosives. If we're tackling, we're getting penetration like our defensive line has done. I don't think they out physical us for 4 quarters and they're able to capitalize and extend drives like they want to. I do think they will try to slow the game down, but we've seen Kane Womack be elite when teams try to slow down on him. Now they're giving him more time to think, and when you give these guys to kind of sit and then delay pressure, we've been effective, man. A few more comments, I'm gonna get to them, and then we're gonna keep rolling, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. You've broken the numbers down, bro. They're just solid. They're just solid as every time they face bigger competition, they look normal. Facts, man. And I gave y'all the numbers, man. All you got to do, and a lot of people be like, the numbers are padded or whatever, and they just say it because they looking at the logo or the brand. I'm looking at the overall product of the conference. I can only judge you based off of what you've played. Yes, you won 13 games thus far. You're undefeated. You've taken care of your schedule. But on your schedule, all right, do we and for all my non-mechanic people that don't know about cars, when you buy a new car, if it's meant to have 93 grade fuel in it, do you take that car off the lot, right, and go first time and fill it up? Do you put 87 in there? Do you? I want to know, do we put 87 and 93 fuel? Even though it's been proven, studies have shown that if you drain your gas tank and begin to fuel with lower grade fuel, it will not mess up your engine and anything. It won't mess up your fuel. You can't mix grades of fuel. You can't downgrade fuel. You can't make downgrade fuel. Like you can't go from 93 and mix 87 in it, right? But you can make 87 and go 89. Mix 89 and it won't hurt none, or take 87 and mix 93 in it. You get what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? Like you can't, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to, right? Well, what Alabama has been able to do, right? You're not supposed to struggle in the run game and still own the time of possession, right? You're not supposed to give up an average of 6 yards per game or per rush 1 week or one half, and then turn around and hold that same team to 2.1 yards per carry in the next iteration. You're not, like, things that are not supposed to happen. So why do we try to give Indiana all this credit about playing? I just don't get it. Why do we give them credit for playing as a product? If I'm showing up and I know this team is a Honda Accord that needs 87, why am I giving a team that's built for 93 playing against 87? Why am I giving them credit for outlasting those guys? Like you're built for high octane. I don't if you let them keep up with you, that's a bad thing. You're supposed to outlast them. That's why when Alabama struggled with teams that were lesser talent, like that Eastern Illinois game in the first quarter with Ty Simpson, that's why you saw the reaction. That's why you saw the type of energy around them in the past game that you did. You're supposed to outlast them. You're supposed to outdo them. When I look at every team's product that they faced offensively, the defenses that they face, I don't think they've seen anything on this level to this point. Even in the Ohio State game, I continue to say this, and all you got to do is go watch the whole game. Don't just watch highlights, watch the whole game. Ohio State was controlling that game. Mendoza and Indiana, they just have such a calm demeanor. They're disciplined. They trust their process, and he's a good leader. I have nothing negative to say about that young man or Indiana. I just don't think they played the quality competition that we played. Here on the first break of the Coach Smook Network, I appreciate y'all for tapping in once again. Don't forget, y'all, if you're here live on the show, drop the likes. If you're watching post live, make sure you continue to drop the likes. Don't forget to share the stream also. Make sure you share with somebody. Tell them that you are tapped in with the Coach Smook Network. If you're live, tell them to come jump in live with you. If you're not live, let's put them on to the best content covering Alabama football, the best content creator covering Alabama football on YouTube right now on the spaces, man. Shout out to the 28 likes in the chat. We got 47 in the chat on YouTube. Continue to hit the thumbs up button, y'all. Them likes are free. Subscribing is free. But joining the AAA family is not. If you want to become a member, I can't talk. I'm excited. If you want to become a member of the AAA family, think about joining by doing such. And also, shout out to our sponsors, Walk-Ons, man. Sports Bistro for supporting us and helping us grow our brand. They will be hosting us for our live game watch party this weekend. This Thursday for Alabama versus Indiana matchup. Alabama versus Indiana will be at Walk-On Sports Bistro doing our thug thizzle, man, making it do what it do and having fun, congregating, fellowshipping, giving our people something to be excited about in this community. Shout out to our co-sponsors on this stream this month. We're talking about Adrian, Aiden, Richard, my nephew. Shout out to him. He told me the other day when I went over there to see him, he's my girlfriend's nephew, but I call him my nephew too, but the young man is such a smart young man, such a great, good-hearted young man. I didn't know that was him, man. And Aiden's 14 or 15. Shout out to Aiden, man. He donated out of his own money, super chatted his uncle's podcast. He was sitting over here. He came over when I was live last week, and he sat there and watched it. He just took it amazing to it. And, it does my heart good to be able to inspire kids. In this technology era, they could get on these tablets and these computers and find a lot of negativity. That's why part of the reason why I want to keep my presence on social media. I have kids that want to do TikTok, that want to do content. They see videos, and I don't want them influenced by the wrong things. I don't want them to get caught up in the wrong things. So I keep my presence here so they could see daddy doing his thing, so I could do it too, but I don't have to do what everybody else doing. And that's why I want to promote. But shout out to all the supporters, the co-sponsors on the stream this month, to end out the year. Bama Boy Davis, Brian Lewis, C. Riggs, Cindy Middleton, Deborah, DKR31, Dougie Fresh, Eddie, the Gillis fam, Greggs, Jarvis, Antoine, Javoris Fuller, Jesse K, Laconey, Mary J, Miles, Booby, Pat, Pastor B. Who else we got, man? We got a long list of contributors this month. Y'all we might have to get like a custom banner for like to be on screen so it can scroll during the screen. Y'all going crazy, man. Appreciate y'all. But if you're not a member of the AAA family, and if you've donated and don't see your name on the banner, please let us know so we can acknowledge you. And make sure you join the AAA family by doing this, y'all. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by
one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Great chat. Yeah, I see it right in the chat. I said free giveaway, free entry for our cash prize giveaway. On January 19, 2026, the day of the national championship, the college football national championship, we will be doing a cash app or cash giveaway for the community, man. We're trying to do that to promote boosting our subscriber base, getting more people involved, but also you all have been contributing on another level, and things have been a lot smoother for the network as far as the operations. And I'm not a waster. I spend what we have to spend in order to continue to operate. But I know for a fact, man, every time this network has seen growth, our community has received more so than what they put in. So I appreciate what you all put in, and I want an opportunity to show y'all how the every little bit counts. And it amounts to much. So I want to take an opportunity and return that to random supporters in our community. So if you're a member, right, you already have a free entry. You're already entered into the cash giveaway. You don't have to do anything special. You're already entered. All members with wristbands are entered for the free cash giveaway on January 19, 2026. But If you want to be entered, have a free entry for the drawing, call in, say your name, put me in the game, Coach Smook, when the phone lines opened up here in 8 minutes. I got one more breakdown before we get into the phone lines, y'all, and it's not going to take long. We got two more. We got two more topics to show, and it's not going to take long. I want to transition to this, and I got to change the style back up. I want to make sure that came up correctly. Key Alabama defensive players to watch. Let's talk about it. There are a few names that I want to highlight because I think it's just the defense has been playing at such a clip that it's hard to kind of single out guys. But you look at where this offensive line or this Indiana offense has had struggles. When you look at the matchups that they've struggled with over the weeks in their 13 games, right? Mind you, this team, this offensive line has been off for a month. They may have gotten healthier, but they done got a little bit rusty. If you don't think rhythm and being on field and live action doesn't matter about guys staying in shape or being ready for on-field competition and being able to set a tone physically, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Shout out to the 2 likes on Facebook. I forgot to acknowledge my people on Facebook, Christian Ballard and John Satali. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We give y'all some love over there on the Facebook side, and everybody else on the other platforms. We appreciate y'all. I see Twitter doing their thing, doing numbers again. As always, 105 people in the chat on Twitter. Continue to run it up, man. If y'all could repost it for your boy. All right. 35 likes, 34 likes on the stream. Continue running likes up, chat. We still at 34. Continue to run the likes up. We got 43 in the chat. And share it up. Gotta let people know that we live too. We had 52 in the chat at one point. So continue to run it up. I know people are in and out today. A lot of people at work this morning. We started a few minutes late, but we're good. All right, defensively, key players to look for. I'm gonna tell y'all like this, man. This team right now on the defensive side, this is the best case scenario of how this defense developed. And I think the perfect case scenario would have been if we didn't have problems at the Husky position. And I'm confident enough to know going into this game, if it's going to be a ground and pound type game, I love our safety help in this game. Knowing that majority of their looks are going to be in run support, I think they play with a lot more confidence. As physical as our safeties are coming downhill, I think they will play with a lot more confidence, knowing that the play calling, if their offense shows that that's what they're going to do for majority of the game, and we're able to send our guys out there and man up on the boundary and force guys to throw over our heads and make perfect passes in inclement weather, by all means, that's the case to do it. So when I look at players, single individual players that can make that hard for them to do, right, I have to go and talk about Damani Jackson. And somebody going to be like, man, he trash, da-da-da. My point exactly. For his struggles that he showcased earlier this season, and I don't think Damani's trash at this point in the season. I think ever since that Tennessee game where he kind of got exposed and he struggled bad, right, he's made up for that. Georgia game. It was Georgia game first, and then the Tennessee game kind of made it a little bit worse. But that Georgia game, he was horrible at edge containment on run support. He's totally fixed that. And then the Tennessee game, his hand injuries, the injuries that he suffered or the operations that he had coming into the season, it was not allowing him to be as physical at the point of attack as he wanted to be because his hands were that messed up, his wrist, everything, they were still recovering. So that time off, that spot playing him, it helped them. And you see the effective. So I think if they try to create mismatches, they will try to attack his side because of his struggles early on. And if they do that, I think they're going to be mistaken because, one, he's at home. He's back in Cali. It's a lot of Cali boys on the Bama roster, just to remind y'all. We're talking about Dijon Lee, ZB. Is ZB a Cali boy too? ZB a Cali boy, right? Yeah, ZB a Cali boy. Chuck McDonald a Cali boy. Who else? Where Nakai Hill Green from? He a Cali boy? I don't think he a Cali boy. AJ, Abdul Sanders, Damani Jackson. What are the other Cali boys at? Quavis is the Cali boy. So a lot of these guys on defense, though, they Cali boys, man. A lot of these guys that's playing big moments, especially Dijon, ZB. I guarantee you, Damani, them guys, they gonna be up for this game. And I think they're poised for bigger games. Damani Jackson in particular, because I think they will try to target him the moment he steps out on the boundary. Another key player on the defensive side, Keon Keeley. I know LT Overton is back. I'm pretty sure he will get back, placed right back in the lineup where he left off. I think because it wasn't a leg injury or something that put him out, but more so of an illness that put him out, I think they will roll him. And hopefully the conditioning factor allows the other assets that have done good in his absence to still be able to contribute, because the fresher you can keep him, the better. I can see him being effective later in the game more so than trying to get something established early in the game, right? So the bandit position, Keon Keeley, I think he's going to be a key factor in this game. On the interior, I think this is Tim Keenan's game. If they're going to try to get messy because if they're going to try to be physical because it's supposed to be raining, right? I think Tim Keenan, London Simmons, Asaya Faga, Edric Hill, James Smith, the interior line, defensive line, Kelby Collins, that 6-man rotation is going to be key. But I think Tim Keenan, because of what he does, what he specializes in, which is 2-gap pressure, 2-gap containment, right? Holding up 2 gaps, clogging up the middle. That's what's going to slow this run game down. The conditions are not going to be favorable. We can expect a lot of slipping. If guys play discipline and just get active and swarm to the ball, we can really disrupt this defense. And speaking of defense pressures, I think another key name that is going to be big in this game, he's been creeping with his spot plays, and he's playing more minutes. Noah Carter, I believe, I think he already had a sack on the season. He already has one. I think he's going to get a big-time game sack this game. He's been sneaky getting there on some of the what they call it, some of the effort sacks. He's not getting there on the first move or the second move, but the third move when they force the quarterback to pull that ball down and go to his third or fourth read, you see Noah Carter starting to get pressure. In a game like this where he can catch a tackle or a tight end slipping and losing footing, his length, his natural ability, strip sack loading, maybe, Noah Carter. And then 2 more names I want to identify. Nikhil Green. With this being a running game, I think he's going to be counted on to kind of contain Fernando. We saw that the 3 inside linebackers on the field at the same time a few times against Oklahoma to contain that quarterback run game, and it worked out perfectly. It forced the bandit position to be pushed inside, and you brought your and you had a deeper rotation with your Wolves with Yanzi Pierre, Quay Rousseau, Justin Hill, and Noah. And you limited Renard and Keeley because LT Overton was out. You gave them some interior reps. You made them split the bandit reps with Pierre. So I think you go back with LT Overton coming back. You expand that. You continue to use that depth. You expand that rotational depth. This is not a game where you're worried about guys having momentum. By this time of the season, if guys aren't playing it or performing at a consistent peak, they probably don't need to be a part of the game plan. So I like the matchups. Basically, I like the matchups defensively, and I think we have the advantages in those. Our secondary versus their receivers, key turnaround for this game, and then we're going to open the phone lines. Key turnaround for this game. I think where the game is going to be a game changer at is when we're able to force 3 or 4 completions and are able to stay in phase against their pass game. The moment we can do that 3 or 4 times, I think we start to see Mendoza get rattled, because I truly believe they will try to counter us with the run game and the quick pass game. As long as we're playing safe and crashing and making tackles in the open field, they're going to get rattled. Don't let this become a 2-possession game early. Indiana's not built for that type of matchup. They did it against Ohio State, but I told you what they did against Ohio State too. Ohio State missed 3 or 4 opportunities to extend that lead. They could have been up 18-3 at one point. They could have been up to 18-3 at one point, and that was before halftime. So I don't think you're going to get that type of product. All right, y'all, let's get ready to open the phone lines here on the Coach Smook Network. I know I said I was going to open them up. Yeah, we right here on time. Look at God. I ain't even got my – listen, I'm so spoiled, y'all. I ain't even got my producers here, man. But we're gonna be able to do it. But before we go into our call-in segment, we want to give a shout-out to our sponsors for sponsoring the call-in segment. Walk On Sports Bistro, man. They are doing the thing for us here at the Coach Smook Network. They're showing us love. I mean, y'all see, if you pull up, you're going to see they host us with love, man. They tell us about everything we got going on. They let us have our space. They let us have fun. And it's just a good vibe. I keep promoting this, man. I'm telling you, y'all keep riding around here, fellas. Y'all keep riding around looking for these young ladies that got something going for themselves. Walk On got some prospects, man. If you're looking to sign somebody, you're giving out scholarships. You're looking for that 5-star recruit. Walk On's got them, man. I'm telling y'all, pull up. We got them, man. Grab them Walk Ons. Every Walk Ons I've been to, y'all think I'm playing, man. I'm just being serious. I'm being honest. Don't judge me. Anyways, but the food is great. Drinks is great. Atmospheres are always great. Check out Walk Ons, our sponsors. And y'all support the live watch party on January 1st, 2026, this Thursday at 2 p.m. The doors will open for the VIP area. Y'all pull up and tap in with us. Here you go. Check it out, man.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Coach Smook here from the Coach Smook Network, and we're bringing the game to you. Join us live at Walk On Sports Bistro in Montgomery, Alabama for the ultimate Alabama versus Indiana watch party on January 1st, kicking off at 2 p.m. Expect a next level atmosphere, multiple big screens, real fan interactions, and the chance to connect, network, and vibe with fellow Alabama fans like never before. And here's the kicker. The first 30 supporters in the door, you get into the VIP area. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. And remember, and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Let's talk football. Roll Tide. Put me in the game, Coach.
let's go, chat. Let's talk some football here on the Coach Smook Network. Somebody call the phone line 334-625-1121 and say your name and put me in the game, Coach Smook, and I'll get you on this phone line, man. Let's go. Let me find the phone number. I told you I got the producers right here. Here we go. Call in 334-625-1121. That's the number. Let's see if we can get you on the line here.
Zach Willie.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You're in the game with Coach Smook. Chat, y'all give it up for Zach in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to us, Zach. How you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good, Coach Smook. How about yourself?
Pretty good, buddy. Pretty good, man. We got 4 minutes on the call in this morning, man. Talk to me, man. Alabama's defense is versus Indiana's offense. Topic of conversation on the phone line today, yo, Zach. What? And I'm gonna pull it up on the screen for everybody else too. Where did it go? Topic of conversation. I had the banner up. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, I'm missing my call-in topics of the day. What defense approach does Alabama need to win this game? And how many turnovers are you projecting? That's the big highlight for Alabama's defense, the ability to create turnovers. What's defense approach Alabama needs, in your opinion, and how many turnovers you projecting in this game? Floor is yours, Zach. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, I think overall what will help us win the game is getting pressure on the quarterback, number one, and not necessarily getting sacks, but just affecting him and making him uncomfortable in the pocket. I believe the player I want to have a good game is LT Overton. You know, with his first game back, I know it will take him a minute, you know, to get back into the flow of things because he's a little rusty because he's missed a few games. but overall, I believe he will be that uh, be able to show off that dominant force that he is, and Tim Keenan as well. You know, if they because we know they're going to want to run the ball and run it a lot. And Tim Keenan's that force in the middle that you know is able to get through and slow down the run game. Uh, Honestly, I just think our our defense is better than Indiana's offense. And I don't think Indiana is going to be able to do the things that they're used to doing because if you look at the numbers uh, from a completion percentage wise, uh, he Mendoza's at 62% completion percentage
Mm-hmm.
with less pass attempts. You know, not as many pass attempts. His touchdown to interception ratio isn't that great. He has 6 touchdowns to 5 interceptions against the quality defenses that he faced this year
Well,
in his conference.
against top 50 defenses this season, which he's only
Yes,
seen 3, he's thrown
right,
5 interceptions and 4 touchdowns.
right. And he's only had 640 yards passing in those compared to Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson against currently ranked opponents, he's had almost 1,400 yards passing, 8 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, and his completion percentage is 1% better than what Mendoza is. So if you look at the numbers, Ty Simpson had a better season. It's just with Ty Simpson's struggles late in the year, it kind of
He's at Alabama. It's going to be highlighted.
overshadowed.
If you're at Alabama, your mistakes are going to overshadow what you're really doing. And I will say this: I think his mistakes were overshadowing everything because of all the potential that was left on the field, all of the big plays that were left on the field because of his lack of execution. Right. So
Right.
Mendoza, but to his defense, he also had a coordinator that helped him with the play calling. Indiana is balanced. That's what's going to keep them in this game. If they're able to feel comfortable staying balanced, they will make this a 4-quarter game. But that's the point.
Right.
The defense, our defense, which is the topic of conversation today, the defense has to come out and force them to speed up and get off schedule. We have to put them in situations that they're not used to seeing. So I think we have the skill sets and the play caller and Kane Womack to do that. It's just going out there and executing like it always is every week.
Right, right. And I believe our defense is. I think Indiana ain't gonna score a touchdown in this game. I think I think with ZB and all the Cali boys coming back to California, coming back to the LA area where they are originally from, just the focus of this defense and everything. I think to prove a point, we're going to come out and just completely dominate the game. To prove a point, to shut up all the mainstream media and all this negative hype. And with Indiana not only asking for this matchup, but coming in with a cocky arrogance about them. And, you know, when people come out with a cocky arrogance, you know, it usually don't turn out for the best, you know. So I think just with how our defense has been able to overcome what's the word I'm looking for? My mind went
Adversity.
blank. Yes, adversity this season. I think we're just gonna be able to dominate this game, and Indiana just hasn't been tested the way that Alabama's gonna test them. And I think if we're getting pressure like I expect us to get, Indiana is just going to be frustrated, and it's going to open up opportunities to make mistakes. Because when you really break it down, Mendoza ain't a good ain't that good of a quarterback.
I disagree with that, Zach. I will say he is a good quarterback. When he was at UCLA, I think that the problem was he didn't have any assets around him. I felt like he was going to be a developmental project coming into college, right? I didn't think he was going to be elite. I didn't think he would be a Heisman winner. But once again, you have Mac Jones. Anybody that was sitting here thinking that or that was saying that Mac Jones was an elite quarterback coming into college, they were lying. And he goes in and he's sitting in the Heisman at the Heisman ceremony with Devontae Smith, right? Because there was a system around him. It wasn't necessarily that Mac Jones is this great game-changing quarterback. He was great within that system. He doesn't change the game. Mac Jones is not the game changer. It's how he used the pieces around him. And I think that's where Fernando and this team are freaking, capitalizing. Plus, he uses the legs a lot to his advantage, and it's helping them stay on time. So, Zach, we're going to get out of here, man. Final thoughts, man.
My final thought is let's go out here and dominate. Road Tide, my AAA family. Road Tide to you, Coach Smook. And I'll holler at y'all later.
Roll Tide, Zach. Y'all give it up for Zach on the phone line, man, and in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. 334-625-1121. That's the number. Call in, say your name. Again, that's 334-625-1121. Call in and say your name. We just want to continue to remind y'all, man, our event, live watch party event this Thursday at Walk On Sports Bistro in Montgomery, Alabama. Look it up, man. Pull up. Doors open at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will have our own area for the VIP personnel, and y'all come in and y'all tap in and y'all support and enjoy the game with your boy Coach Smook and the AAA family. Got another call on the line. Let's see who it is.
Call from
Dan Parker.
That's my battle buddy. Battle buddy!
What up, Battle? What's going on, man?
Man, man, how you feeling this morning, brother?
We're starting to feel a little bit better. We've been sick for like a week, but we're feeling good today, man. We're just working from home. You kind of coerced me into coming in this morning, which normally I just kind of hang out, but after I talked last night, man, I was like, dude, I got to call in again.
Yeah, it's addicting, right? Isn't it addicting?
Hell yeah, it is. I called into a couple shows before.
Yeah.
And the one I did is the SEC Network one that our half-bald friend runs. Sometimes I like that dude. Sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
Feinbaum's, he's a hard one to.
Yeah.
He's a hard pill to swallow, we'll say.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Feinbaum is definitely your media agenda pusher. Like whatever the media wants him to push. He's been in the game that long. He deserves to be like that. You get what I'm saying? Like he don't have to. He don't.
He doesn't have to be nice to everybody. He can be confrontational.
I rock with Feinbaum on that stage. I don't agree with everything he's saying, but I do rock with him. Topic of conversation though today, Park, man. This is a thing that I just can't believe some of the experts are saying right now. That Alabama's defense won't be able to compete with Indiana. So the topic of conversation I propose to the chat on the phone line is, what defense approach does Alabama need to win this game? And how many turnovers are you predicting? That's the topic of conversation on the phone line. The floor is yours, brother. You got 4 minutes. Take it away.
All right. So I'll start with defense because, that's probably one of my favorite things. I love playing defense. I love it when Bama's playing good defense. I love it when any team's playing good defense.
Right.
Watching Miami, Miami and Texas A&M, that was such a defensive struggle. So for us at Bama, I think when we come out, Kane's going to have to come in with the blitz. I know he's going to be run in the zone. I think we need zone. But I think early, we're going to probably need to be in like a cover 3 package where we're bringing 5 early. If we give up a touchdown, that's okay. If we give up 2 touchdowns, that's okay. What I want to see in those first 2 to 4 series out of our defense is I want to see one person at least once every 2 to 3 downs, he's touching Mendoza. He may not be putting him on his back, but I want that pressure to be there because I don't think Mendoza's had that yet. I've gone back and looked. He's had some pressure, but not out of LT Overton or Smith or Tim Keenan. I mean, Tim over the middle, that dude is a monster. I've seen that guy in real life. I'm not a little guy, Coach. You know that.
Facts.
That dude's a mountain. He's not Terrence Cody levels, but brother, he's right on the cusp. You know what I mean?
You know what, Daniel? You know what, Daniel? I say this. I when the first time I met Cody, you know, when you look at size charts and things, the measurements on the roster, you know, the profile stuff, you look at them, they say, what is it, 6'2", 335 or something like that, 325, something like that.
Yeah, no, he was not 6'2", 335.
Yeah, I mean, Cody might be 6 foot. I mean, not Cody, but Tim Keenan might be 6 foot, 6'1". I'm being serious. Yeah. But he does not move like a 300-pounder with the frame that he carries, man. I tell you, I've seen this young man on the basketball court. I've seen him dancing, like, and it makes a difference.
He got some legs on him.
Yeah, he could jump. London Simmons the same way. Steve Bowler, the JUCO, the one that came in from JUCO, he took his year and got right at you. He's an athlete. Like our interior, James Smith. I watched him in high school dunking on people in high school. So like, we got athletes on the interior defensive line. Indiana, I don't think they've seen the depth of talent like this to withstand it for 4 quarters, especially when we're going to put you in the. You might have to be in the box because of the weather. I don't think you're going to win that.
No, and that's the thing. I think early Mendoza, to give him some confidence, they're going to run the ball early.
Yeah.
Then they're going to start some short stuff. They're going to look for short game because they know we're going to play back and we're going to force it. Kane's going to force that with dropping 3. If he's not dropping 3, he's at least dropping 2, and then there's going to be a linebacker, you know, a robber that's going to be hanging out there. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for them to pressure everything in front. They're not going to they are not going to throw the ball like they did against Ohio State or Oregon or Iowa. They're not going to do that. Bama's not going to allow that. We're so physical up front. We're forcing that. That's where our biggest threat is. If we put that pressure on early, we're going to stimulate after the half. We're going to probably start stimulating that same pressure in Bailey. And with that simulated pressure, their line is going to be so confused.
Yeah.
They're not going to know who's coming. And all we're going to be doing is bringing 3 to 4. And they're all going to be linemen.
Hey, I got a question.
There might be a situation where we sneak up a robber or we sneak up, one of the linebackers. But I think that's what we're going to see late game.
I think it's more so going to be the Husky. The tackles have struggled with perimeter pressures. I think the Husky execution, and like you said, rolling down the safety on cadence. You start rolling down the safety, you get your back end roll coverage with your strong safety rolling up top, Bray Hubbard. Or I like what they did last game when they rolled strong side corner to the top of the defense because they brought the weak side corner blitz. I loved when they did that. ZB getting home off that weak side corner blitz, his depth, the discipline to stay wide, and he's quick off the jump. So he was able to get there. He was able to get there because the tackle wasn't able to key in on him. He trusted the cadence. He trusted his instincts. He trusted the film study, and he stayed outside of the peripherals of that tackle. By the time that tackle went to reach, it was too late, and he already had one of the linebackers in his grill pressing the line of scrimmage. So if K1 could get in that early, Parker, I think we see like crazy success. And I'll even go as far as to say this, like Zach said, if you see early momentum in a game where the conditions might not allow you to go and gamble with the explosives in those middle 8, that type of start for Alabama will be crazy help for offense that in the middle 8, the last 4 minutes of the second quarter and the first 4 minutes of the third quarter, that's when Alabama has
went for their target explosive plays. They've targeted on average between in the last 4 minutes and the first 4 minutes of the third quarter. You've seen Alabama take on average five plays during that 8-minute time span. 5.
Yeah. Oh, they're dragging their feet, and it's on purpose too. It's all about tempo.
Yep.
And the more that we're suffocating possessions, which is something as a Bama fan that's been around for a while, and as a college football fan that's been around for a while, it's been a struggle.
Yeah.
Watching Bama, early season, we're holding the ball for 8 minutes in the first quarter, and we go down and we get one touchdown. And
one touchdown.
We could, if it was like early Saban era, there's 4 Alabama possessions in the first quarter.
Yep.
Now we're 1, maybe 2. It's so stressful, watching it, because you see all of that happening and you're like, man, what if we get, late game dog days and, we need that extra time and we've just burned it. That's what stresses me out watching them run that. I love it afterwards. But in the moment, I'm like, dude, what about fourth quarter? There's 3 minutes left. We would have loved to have an additional 4 minutes.
Facts, brother.
So that stresses me out.
Well, final thoughts, man. We got to get this phone line open up. We said, what's the defensive approach? You talk about sending the pressures. Do you have a prediction on turnovers, man? Turnover predictions, because that's Alabama's. That's their golden ticket right now.
Yeah, I think Bama forces at least 1. I want to see 2. Personally, I would love to see 2. I think 2 early would really, put a stamp on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think if we're looking at weather, I think Bama's going to have some struggles there too. We've had a couple close calls where our running back was, going behind tackle on a dive, and it's slippery. You remember the Florida State game? It was wet out there.
Yeah.
So if we're looking at it from that standpoint, I've got to be honest. I'm looking to see at least 1 on our side too.
Yeah.
So if we've got 1, I hope that they have 2. I just hope that there's a deficit there on their side.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to call it. We're going to have 1 turnover. I want to see 2 turnovers on their side. And if we can get that turnover early,
mm-hmm.
I think Mendoza will shrivel up. I think that his offensive coordinator is gonna convince the playbook, and against the Bama defense.
You can't do that. You can't do that against Kane Womack. You can't do that against Kane Womack.
He loves that. That's his checkmate.
That's what he's asking you to do. He's affording you the opportunity to pick what you want to go with, and that's what we're gonna live with. Like, if he can force you to do that, that's what he planned to do anyways. He's planned for both options. But if he forces you to stick to one, you're in trouble. You're in trouble bad. And this defense knows it too. They've picked up on that mindset of his style of play calling at this point in time of playing under him. Once Kane Womack gets in a role and he has we starting to see similarities with formations. They're trying to figure something out with 12 personnel, or they're bringing 11 personnel now. They're getting uncharacteristic. Oh, we got them now. Yeah. They're not.
I'll tell you, I was going to say this too, because you just brought a good point to my head. They are going to look at the Georgia game as far as turnovers are concerned, right? Look at the turnovers. I think they're going to look at the Georgia game, the first game and the second game, and look at what Georgia did differently. What Georgia did differently in the second half of the SEC game is something they didn't really do as well in the first game, and that's what lost it for them, was changing their structure on offense. They came out with, it was similar, but a total different play package in the second half. So Kane was playing behind the 8 ball, trying to catch up. I think Indiana's going to try to do that. I don't think that their offense has ever had to do that.
Nope.
So that may cause miscommunication. And that, because I know for a fact they're going to show up.
100%. For sure, man.
With that, they're going to have to be on a silent count. And if they're on a silent count with a different playbook at the second half,
it's not going to work out.
Watch out early. I'm gonna call it. There's gonna be a fumble. There's gonna be either a fumble,
a bad snap, a bad snap over his head,
or we're gonna see ZB come underneath, because ZB, he is so stinking smart. That's why he's got so many ticks on the year.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Daniel.
He knows what the QB is doing, and he drops down into that zone, and he doesn't even. The QB never sees it happen.
I'm gonna tell you, Parker, as we close it out. I'm gonna tell you as we close out. It's not necessarily ZB. Go rewatch his two picks against Tennessee. Go look at the safety alignment that forces them to pay attention to safety alignment, pre-snap alignment by the corner. Okay, he's sagging off. The safety is up. Watch what Bray Hubbard and Keon Sabb do as the cadence is going. Watch how quick they bail out. Not just straight back though. They don't cover deep third. This is what I was talking about earlier. They go back and they cover that deep hook curl area and that strong side corner. Weak side corner. I'm sorry, weak side corner. He's rotated to one high onto the hash, and that's going to throw a lot of quarterbacks off. You don't see that a lot. You can't trust defenses like that day to day. But Parker, we got to get off the phone, man. We got somebody calling in now. Roll Tide, my brother.
Roll Tide, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all give it up for my boy Parker. 205. Let's see, get him in the game, man.
Mike.
Yo, Mike, what's up, man? You in the game, my brother. Appreciate you for calling in, being patient. That boy Parker, man, that's how we used to be on the yard. When we was at AIT.
Man, hey, it never gets old talking football, does it?
Brother, when I say it was like 7 or 8 Bama boys in our unit when we got to AIT. But me, Parker, and my boy Floyd, Bobby Floyd, I don't know if he remember Floyd. We was like, I'm from Phoenix City. I forget where Parker from. I think Parker from like Mobile area. And my boy Floyd, he was from Opelika. He was surrounded by Auburn. Auburn. So when we used to talk Bama football, we surrounded by Georgia fans back then. USC fans were still kind of relevant. Relevant Texas fans were there, and Florida. Florida had representation in our unit. We used to pop stuff for Bama, boy. We used to pop our stuff for Bama. So it's good to hear his voice, man. And for that to be almost 20 years ago now, bro. 20 years ago, we were serving our country. Man, we was some fools, drunk 19-year-old kids back then, boy. Y'all couldn't tell us that. But what's good, Mike? Talk to us. What's on your mind today?
I'll tell you what, man. Anybody listening that served in our military, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to our veterans, man.
I'm passionate about Bama football, but when it comes to my soldiers, when I see them out, man, you just can't thank them enough.
Right. And regardless of political views, man, I've always being one that wore the uniform. I never struggled, and I'm gonna say this honestly, I never struggled with racism. Dealing with racism. If I did encounter it, I had the support of different races, people that didn't look like me, had the support of military members and we supported each other. And then even in our political views, it was one time we're in the field talking about, Obama and Trump and all this other stuff. And we had a disagreement about it, but we got to wake up the next morning and go out here and do this training mission, learn how to. So we learned how to live that way. And that's helped me in this industry because I could give my opinion and not be personal. It's just an opinion. It doesn't have anything to do with you as a personal person. It's just your thoughts. I have an opinion on it. That's what creates conversation. People got to understand that we got to keep building our society around understanding. You don't have to accept everything, but it's good to understand. If you understand, you know where to approach it and how to keep it at bay. You know how to set boundaries and respect boundaries. And we could be a better place if people just do that. But talk about this Bama-Indiana matchup, man. Bama's defense versus Indiana offense. Topic of conversation is what defense approach does Alabama need to win this game? And how many turnovers are you projecting for the Alabama defense this game?
All right, good question on turnovers. I'm feeling we could have 2. I think our guys are really good at raking the ball out of the ball carrier, and I like our chances with a pick. I'm not going to call a pick 6, although I wouldn't turn it down. Defensively, I really want to slow down their running game. That would be my number one objective. I just feel that their quarterback Mendoza is going to throw a pick.
I think it's going to be 2 or 3, man. I think this is the Heisman curse.
Man, that'd be a Merry Christmas.
The Heisman curse is real, brother. I'm calling it right now. I saw somebody in my chat say it the other day after I hinted towards it. The Heisman curse is real, brother. It's real. Bryce Young, National Championship 2021. Come on, man. I don't care. I don't care about the receivers going down. That was part of the curse. It didn't necessarily have to affect him. It affected everything around him that was working the whole season. All the adversity against him. We going to that national championship against Georgia after whooping them, 2-3 weeks before? And they do us like that.
I thought about the Heisman curse. That's a good point.
Has
he been on the Sports Illustrated cover yet?
Hey, I nominated him. If you know he gonna be now that he's a Heisman winner, he can't help but be on the video game cover. One of the two.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now.
That's what happened with
Ty
Ryan
started
Williams.
off hot. Yeah. He started off hot. He cooled down. It looks like he's getting hot again. I'm telling you, man, there's going to be something extra inside of Ty that's going to want to show not only the scouts, the fans, millions are going to watch this game. You know how it is, man, when you go one-on-one against someone.
The Heisman, bruh. They were naming this award. They were giving me the nickname. They were calling me Heisman Simpson. And they gave it to you against that weak schedule. You got to play against ICDC College 7 times this year. And then you played 3 legit teams. And in those 3 games that you played, those legit teams, your stats were boo-boo.
Yeah.
Take Fernando's best 3 defenses, right, that he faced this season. Ohio State, number 12. Michigan, number 28, I believe, or 31, something like that. And then Illinois was number 56. I mean, Oregon was number 56 at that point. Come on, man. There's no question. When you're talking about Alabama played number 3 defense twice this season, the number 4 defense in Georgia twice this season. And then we're not talking about the hype they was giving Missouri at the beginning of the season with they padded stats. The number 1 ranked overall defense. People forgetting Missouri had the number 1 ranked overall defense coming into that game.
I'm going to tell you right now, our guys, we've already talked about how battle tested we are. I promise you, we've got the bumps and bruises to prove it. There's no way Indiana goes undefeated with our schedule.
No way.
3 to 5 losses. No problem.
6.
Easy peasy.
6, because you look at the physicality aspect, they losing some guys. They don't have the depth we had to sustain where we sustained that. They don't have it. They show it. They showed it against Ohio State. Them guys were gassed when they saw talent equally as them. They were gassed at the end of that game.
Yep, you're right. The only thing that concerns me on defense is sometimes we just give up those. We're holding them, punt. And the next thing you know, they get the ball back, and our guys aren't hitting the right spot. And next thing you know, there's a 35-yard run. Outside of that, I think our defense has been more than solid. I've told you before, Womack is the MVP. That defense has just been outstanding. And he doesn't have all the guys that he wants to put out there yet.
You know what's crazy? I was looking at Jordan Evans. Go ahead, brother.
No, go ahead, buddy.
No, I was looking at Jordan Edmonds and Zion Gibson. Man, see, I don't know what it is about Bama. And these kids only been on campus maybe 2 or 3 days now. Well, maybe a week.
Yeah.
Some of them been there for a week. Most of them just getting there this past weekend. I don't know what Bama does when these kids walk through the door as enrollees. I don't know if they got a machine there, and I've been to the facilities a couple times. I can't find this machine that automatically adds 15 pounds of lean mass onto these kids when they just walk through the door. I want to get in that machine, bro. I have not been able to experience that. Like, for real. Case in point, bro. Case in point. And I'm so serious. And you're laughing, but it's scary to see the advancement in the nutrition and the weight lifting program that they do, the studies. And man, Mbakwe came into Bama. I believe he was like 170, 175 that spring. When they came in as an early enrollee in January, by spring in March, when they was tipping off for spring, he was 190 pounds, man. 190 pounds. He looked like he was eating whole chickens every day. Whole chickens, chat. Raw.
Yeah, these guys today have got such a huge advantage when you've got the staff, the training staff, the food. They're not eating McDonald's hamburgers. They're getting fed. They're getting fed well, and you could tell they're putting in the work.
Right.
And kudos to guys like that put in the work. Because in Backway, I'm from the Trussville area, so I'm very familiar with Clay Chalkful. He was Mr. Everything.
Yeah.
Like, dang, that guy is an athlete. I bet he gained that muscle. I bet he hadn't lost a step.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what else I'm thinking about, bro? I look at the defense when we talk about this matchup. I look at just the quality of play from the inside linebacker room. I didn't even think to highlight that now until just now. Like, the QB run game, last game with Oklahoma, was not as effective as it was the first game. Mateer made some plays with his legs, but they weren't crazy explosives. He had one crazy explosive, and that came off a miscue Yeah, and it should have been a hold on Jordan Renard when he got that play off the edge. It should have been a hold, a bad hold.
Yeah.
But I will say this to the referee's credit, they didn't call a lot of holding last game. It was holding on both sides. I think both sides started seeing the flow of the game, and they pushed it to they were pushing the envelope. So, and I said this after the game. I was complaining about it during the game, but then when I was watching us in the second half, I was like, oh yeah, we can hold in two. We got away with one. I was on live watch party saying, hopefully they ain't call a hold. Like, so if we can get that type of officiating to where physicality and that grit is the focus, who can reach that peak in those facets of the game first, I think that's where you're going to see a decisive advantage for that team. And even if Alabama takes time to start up, I just don't think Indiana has that power to sustain. And if they don't, we did it against an Oklahoma team in Oklahoma in Norman, 17 points down against the best defense in the country. Indiana might be good, but they haven't faced a top 10 offense all season. Ohio State was the only one. We saw two of them.
Yeah, the games I hadn't seen all of their games, but I've seen bits and pieces here where I kind of scouted them a little bit to kind of have an idea. They're not blitzing a bunch.
They're not. They're so disciplined in zone coverage, man. It's hard to beat them when you don't have the skill sets to do it.
I'm telling you, I've got this crazy feeling that Ty is going to have one heck of a game. I really do.
You want me to tell you what's going to lead to that? My opinion?
Yeah, let it rip.
I think if they come out and they try this zone crap, I said it yesterday. If they try this zone crap, they front four not getting home the whole game. They might win one or two matchups, maybe one a quarter. They get home 4 times. They get 7 pressures this game. That's not affecting Ty. You got to be able to get double-digit pressures. And when you get pressures on him, you got to be able to get him down because he's shown in some shaky spots, right? He'll look up and make a play because he used his legs and got outside the pocket, dumping it off to Daniel Hill or check down to Kevin Riley or seeing Jeremy Bernard or Isaiah Horton work back to the ball. Lotzier Brooks work open late. Rico Scott, Josh Cuevas. He got to be ready to do that this game, especially it's going to be rainy. Backyard football works in the pass game in the rain, bro. I'm telling you. The DBs don't have the advantage in the rain. The wide receivers do.
Our guys know when they're going to cut.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Huge. Let me ask you this. Ty's a pretty good athlete. He's no 4.40, but I'm willing to bet he's probably, a mid 4.6 to no worse than 4.7.
Yeah, Ty Simpson, he's definitely to be classified a dual threat. They want you running a 4.6 or better. So I wouldn't be opposed to saying Ty maybe straight line speed. Ty probably a 4.59, bro, 4.57, something like that. Wow. And game speed, we know that's a lot faster. Your game speed is different than straight up 40 speed.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good point. I would love to see some designed runs. You don't have anybody open, just don't hold it for 10 seconds. Just take off running. All we need to do is get a yard or two here and there to extend. Just extend it. All we need is 10 yards. Keep extending. And before you know it, you got a 7-8 minute drive potentially. Everyone's always worried about the quarterback getting hurt, but I see a lot of guys taking off and running when there's nothing there, and I'm not seeing them get hurt this year.
For sure, man.
And I'm telling you right now, I don't know why I'm confident on this. Something tells me the running game is going to click, and I'm having a hard time figuring out who that MVP is going to be.
Hey,
and that Daniel Hill battering ram we have, that brother got some legs bigger than our waist.
Bro, I'm gonna give you something. I had to give you the explosion sound effect because one, I don't think this game is the breakout game for Ryan Williams like everybody wants. I don't think it's a passing game for Ty Simpson. I think he does a clip, 150, 175, something like that. If the rain is that bad, if we're in a situation where Ryan Grubb says we're going to hand the ball off, we're going to play it safe, I think the running back collectively, the running game, Jeremy Bernard, extension of the run game, all of that has a 200 plus yard production game. Brother, we got to open this phone line up and get this last phone call in. We at the hour 40-minute mark. I appreciate you for tapping in today, man. Roll Tide, my boy.
All right, my friend. Have a good one.
Roll Tide, man. That's my guy, man.
William Dean.
Oh, we got William in the chat. Yo, William, man. I'm glad I got you respond. I was able to respond to you, man. The message was queued up to send off. I just didn't hit the send thing for the automated messages. I seen your message. Welcome in, though. Welcome into the game. In the game, Coach Smook. Talk to me, brother. What's your thoughts, man? Topic of conversation.
What's in the game, Coach?
Hey, you in there, baby? You in there? What's the winning formula for Alabama's defense against Indiana's offense? And give me a projection on the total turnovers for this defense.
Stop the pass. Stop Mendoza.
Stop Mendoza. How do we do that, though? Like, what does that look like to you for Alabama's defense?
Blitzes, confusing, like we did against Matea. Set him up. The skies blitzes, didn't back out like we did.
So, do you think this offensive front, the offensive line for Indiana, can withstand some of the basic pressures, 4-man and 3-man pressures that we've had success
I believe
with?
our 4-man can get in there.
You think so?
I think so.
All right.
Our front four is deadly. It's bad.
I think what makes it so good is because the level, the depth of rotation we have there. Even with the injuries last game, we saw
and
the
London
depth of rotation.
Simmons is a beast. He is going to be a superstar.
He's him. He's the next Quentin
Williams.
Williams.
3-star coming in, and he's doing this as a true freshman.
Come on, man. Hey, Quentin Williams was a 3-star.
I know. That's my favorite player.
Yeah, I love
the underdog. I played basketball and I was underdog.
Yes,
I'm a white guy playing, and playing in Pike County, and there's nothing but blacks, and I showed out.
Turned up out there.
I showed out. So I like the underdogs.
Yeah, man. And I think
I love us being underdogs.
That's what I was just about to say that, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a siren for that one, brother. I really would. That's what I love.
We play better when we the underdog.
This team under Kalen DeBoer to me is a good victim role player. He's not a moping victim role player, but he's like, oh yeah, we deserve to be underdogs. We're not. I want people to, because we're better than what we're showing, and we're still whooping ass.
Yes, we are.
That's the funny thing about it. We're better than what we're playing, and we still have 11 wins on the season now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bro, I don't know.
And that schedule that we played.
Come on, brother.
Let Indiana play that schedule. They'll have 5 or 6 losses.
They ain't play shit. You hear me? They ain't played a shit, man.
No. God. Go to LSU on Saturday night. Hey, what? Go to Florida.
They ain't hitting on that in Florida or LSU. Listen.
Man, you go to any of these SEC schools at Saturday night. It's oh my God. It's unmatched.
Will them turds? Imagine them trying to go to Mississippi State and get them cowboy bells in their ear.
I know that'll intimidate them, man.
Come on, man.
Man, we're used to that. We thrive by that. That's what we live for. We're Bama.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Turnovers.
Turnovers. How many you got?
I think 2.
2?
2.
I think it's more, man. I think this is a game. But the last call
you
said
the rain gonna affect it. Fumbling and
that part, and then also William. I just think the mentality with this team, the momentum coming into this game, says there's a lot of narratives on the mental aspect with chip on the shoulder type mentality. Ty Simpson, the quarterback that beat you out for the Heisman, really kept you out of the race because he got this easy schedule. You show up and you outplay him.
Yep.
I think that has to be some of your motivation. I don't care that might sound like a selfish agenda. Anything to fire you up and to get you to execute at an elite level, we got to use it. That should be one of it. 2, Indiana's defense. Nobody's been able to run against them. Wait, we Alabama. You're freaking Indiana. Jam Miller, Daniel Hill, A.K. Deere, Kevin Riley. What are we talking about? You going to stop us? Hell no. Caden Proctor, Caden Proctor, Cam Dewberry, Parker Brailsford, Jaden Roberts,
Michael Carroll, Wilk and Formby.
Took the word right out of my mouth.
Come on, man. You think
even Jaden Roberts?
Come on, Jaden.
If they put Jaden Roberts in, they're gonna run the hell out of it.
We got to. There's no
I
way
would
you
put
go into this
Jaden
game.
Roberts at right guard and run it. And put Michael Carroll at right tackle and run it that way. Because they all thinking they're going left because Cam Dewberry and Jaden Proctor.
Yep.
But move that side all to one side and then boom, go right.
And I say this, you start getting into that perimeter, extended run game, that lateral run game, trying to get to the perimeter, you can't leave Jaden out there. I say this, Wilk and Formby has been great in getting out of space. Anytime you see that guard tackle pull in space, pay attention to who's creating that first surge of space in the second level. Caden Proctor,
I like Caden when he goes too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Man, let's pull him.
Ooh, that
to the
boy.
right side.
Don't throw him the ball no more. I'm tired of that. Like the caller said yesterday, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. Let's we over there. I mean, if we get on the 2
we had
yard
the 1 yard line, run it.
Yeah, do it. By all means, set it up. You know what I'm
telling
saying?
you, do the tush push. Hell, let him be the quarterback.
Yeah, let him be quarterback. Snap the ball to Caden. That lead 360 pounds of grown man, 6'7", 360 pounds. Over the pile. You trying to tell me that everybody gonna be able to stop all that?
I seen that play at Georgia, man. My eyes got 20 feet. I mean, I like, wow. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
No, what
in
game?
My 52 years, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
What game did they hand the ball off to him, though, brother? What game was that? Missouri when they handed the ball off to him and he tried to pro hop?
Yes. Yeah.
If you don't keep your
if he
big
got tripped up, he would have scored.
If he keep his big feet on the ground, his big old butt on the ground, he running over all that mess. He trying to jump, boy. You ain't got to jump over there and run it over, man. But hey, Big Bama. Wait, I almost forgot who I was on the phone with, man. Will, I appreciate you for calling in, man.
I am Big Bama. I love Bama.
I know it, baby. I know it, man.
I live and die Bama.
You already know it, man. Appreciate you for calling in. Roll Tide, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
You too, man.
Roll Tide, bro.
Roll Tide, man. Y'all give it up for Will, man. That boy bring that freaking energy. That's 2 days in a row, 2 calls in a row. Will, why you ain't been calling in? Y'all be talking about y'all scared to call in, man. We got some personalities on our phone line. Look, let me not say that too much. Last time I told somebody that they was a personality, a phone personality, they left and started their own YouTube channel and took 15 of our community members with them. So we don't want to encourage y'all to start trying to poach supporters again. Yeah, man. But anyways, shout out to William Dansby for tapping in. We got some personalities on the phone line, though. I love having y'all on my call-in show. I can't lie. A lot of people get mad. They think you're trying to steal the spotlight. I tell you what, I want y'all to call in. So I got my frequent callers saved. Anytime we got this thing set up with my producers, when they be on, I have a lot more time to organize stuff during the show. So if you've been calling in consistently, we listen to conversations. If your first conversation, I'm doing a lot of listening, you getting on that preferred callers list. What y'all? That boy William is a fool, man. That boy William is a fool, man. I'm telling you, I love when he get in here. And y'all know he y'all heard him say it. William, you don't mind if I make a joke, man. Nobody take this serious. It's just a joke. You can tell William's age when he said, I'm just a little white boy. I was out there playing basketball out there at Pot Counter. They wasn't nothing but me and all the blacks. You can tell he an old head, boy. That song was funny. It took me there. I said, oh, yeah, he old country Alabama boy. That boy. I said, he an old country boy right there, man. I don't take no offense to it, man. I understand. I'm from the South. You know, I could walk in any bar. Pike County was crazy, Danny. You better tell him. Pike County was crazy. Y'all better be careful in Pike County, man. If you don't know nobody, you better be careful. The same thing about certain spots in Birmingham. And then what's the sound downtown? Alabama is real. Man, y'all can play that ain't no racism in the world and that's somewhere else on another channel. I know this ain't the channel for politics and all that, but we know it. We live in it. I'm in Montgomery, Alabama, racism capital of the United States. I go downtown every week. Right past the where they did the march. Martin Luther King preached at the church downtown. We walk past it. The Legacy Museum. I see that every week. So it's not, and I experience it, but not on the level where I feel like my life is threatened. All this words are words. People can think how they want. I respect people for being true to who they are. I respect you enough to set boundaries, and we can respect each other. And not, by no means am I saying Will is racist or prejudiced or anything. I'm just saying you can tell where he came from. That olden time, that's proper. I don't take no offense to it. As a matter of fact, I remember when William Dansby spoke up about the issue with people speaking on Jalen Miro. People making it about race instead of just making it about him being the better player. They wanted Todd Simpson because he looked like you can put him on the poster board and it fits the narrative, right? His face fits it. He's the golden child, got the clean cut, all right? He's not hip hopish, right? Alabama fan base is not used to that. Mind you, we are supporters of a university that was the last public university in the state of Alabama to integrate. So let's not play like it's not there. Let's be aware of it and be a part of the change. William Dansby is a part of that change because he was the only white boy playing around the blacks at Pike County back in the day. He's part of it. He's affected the change. Y'all give it up for him, man. I love that. See, I'm bold enough to do it. That's me. I have white people in my family. I come from a family. We got some Rolling Stones, baby. We got some Rolling Stones in the Hines family. So if your last name Hines or you get your daddy last name Hines, you might be related to me because we got some Rolling Stones. And Abe was rolling. So we mixed all over the place, all up and down the East Coast. We got a few on the West Coast. I love being who I am. Authenticity above all. Appreciate for all the calls today, man. Give yourselves a hand clap 100%. Let's get out of here. Let's close out. If you're not a member of the AAA family, think about becoming a member and supporting the Coach Smook Network and joining this multicultural, multiracial community and family that we've started here. I love that. Why am I feeling the energy? My spirit is feeling like I need to speak on that some more. Is somebody dealing with it on another platform? Are we trying to cover it up somewhere else? I feel like we needed that. William, I appreciate you, man. I thank God for you and that call in, man, and you just being authentic. I want y'all to call in and be the authentic. Even the trolls, people that don't like Bama, if you want to call in, understand we're not going to take disrespect, but I love energy. I want you to feel safe. Feeling safe don't mean everything you say going to be agreed with or I'm not going to attack or give my opinion. You should feel safe to speak it because you're getting interaction. If I'm acknowledging, you should be happy. Let's go to our commercial, man. Join the AAA family and continue to grow with us. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
When you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Hey, Chad, let's get on up out of here, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in today. We're here on the Coach Smook Network at the 1 minute and 57 mark. Hour and 50. I said 1 minute. Y'all know I'm tripping. Hour and 57 minute mark. Thank y'all for tapping in once again. I appreciate. Excuse me, Jesus Christ. The coffee got me burping. The waffles. I'm all over the place. Too much sugar, I guess, this morning. But I appreciate each and every one of you, man. If you have not already liked this stream, please hit that like button. Let me look at our like count before we get out of here. And TikTok, I'm sorry again. I told y'all. If y'all love me, y'all keep donating and super chatting and gifting and all that so I can get another screen and I can have the TikTok chat up on my third screen right now. Your boy only working with 2 screens, so pray for me. All right. Yeah, we go. Here we go, chat. Let me see. Hold up. Somebody call me. Let me see who this is. 945.
Call from
Wesley.
Let's give him a chance, y'all. I forgot to close phone line, and you got lucky because I forgot to close. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. What's up, Wesley? Welcome into the chat, man. How you feeling today?
I'm doing good. Good morning. Roll Tide, everybody.
Go ahead, brother.
I seen what you sent the little link that you sent to everybody.
Yeah.
How many turnovers? I say 2. In our defense, being honest with you, how the way we played lights out against. How the way we came back from a 17 deficit in Norman.
Mm-hmm.
That's the type of defense we need to play against Indiana because Indiana they've allowed teams scored 10.8.
Yeah, just basically 11 points a game. They only giving up 11 points a game.
But it's just like our defense. We're gonna have to pretty much lock their receivers down, lock their running back down, and pretty much get to their offensive line. They're undefeated. So my score prediction on going to watching the game on New Year's Day, I say we're gonna win by 7.
Think we're gonna win by 7?
Yeah.
Yo, Will, where you from, man? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm from Savannah, Georgia.
Okay. Welcome into the chat. This your first time calling?
No, this is my second time calling.
Okay, I remember the voice. That's why I was asking. And shout out to Francine Shepard for becoming a member of the AAA family during Will's phone call. Y'all give it up for her in the chat. Welcome to the AAA family, Francine. Much love. Let me see. Francine Shepard. Why that name look familiar? Yeah, man. So final thoughts. You kind of called in. You got by security. I don't know how security let you in, but you said your final score prediction. What was that? We win by 7.
Win by 7 or by 13.
13. So you safe with saying a 10-point win?
Yes.
Okay. That's 2 possessions. That's why I said that. I figure you looking at like the possession style. So I get you on that. I can take that. If Bama plays a sloppy game, I think we win by 10. We play a clean game though. I think this is a 3-possession game, bro. I truly believe that. Just talent wise, the matchups, schematically, we have some spots we can take advantage of if we execute. They do some things that are simple but effective, and they do it efficiently. So we got to expose that with some of our athleticism. The moment we can do that, we put ourselves in position to do that, we're going to see a lot more success. But I appreciate you for calling in, my guy, and tap in some more, brother. My guy, what was your name again? Wesley, right?
Yeah.
Wesley, appreciate you for calling in, man, and roll tide, brother. Yes, sir, y'all. Give it up for Wesley, man. Closing out the show. The calling line. Let me hang up the line now. Let me disconnect. Boom. That boy got through security like it was, man, bro. I gotta tighten up. You see, that's why y'all need to run them like that. So we can force quality security to lock the door when it's time to go. You get what I'm saying? Because now we don't win a minute over. But I'm still gonna do my rundown, man. Shout out to all of our sponsors here on the Coach Smook Network. mainly you, the AAA family. You guys do what you do, and y'all continue to support. Without y'all, we don't grow. We don't grow. We thank you all for supporting. Continue to run the likes up on the stream. Continue to share the content. Make sure y'all checking out our vlogs and shorts. We got so much stuff being posted on all the pages. Coach Smook here. Coach Smook React. Go check out the reaction channel. It ain't all about football. We got some comedy reactions. We got some music reactions. T.I. just did a freestyle. I'm about to post that reaction I did to that. Y'all know I'm a music guy. Food reactions. We about to start creating our own food reaction. Coach Smook Reacts on YouTube. Go check it out. And then Coach Smook Gaming. Y'all took my Coach Smook React channel from 12 subscribers to 150 some subscribers in one day. So I know y'all getting the message. Go follow Coach Smook Gaming. Even if you're not a gamer, just support all the content because it's going to help this grow. We're going to get gamers in the community that's going to start showing up to our live shows. We're going to get basketball fans as we transition to basketball. We're going to continue to do football coverage, recruiting insight, scouting, right? Got One, shout out to Got One, our new partners and sponsors here on the Coach Smook Network, helping our high school and college recruits find the best evaluation services and getting them in the right spots to continue their opportunities at the next level. Shout out to Yon Clothing brand and Urban Streetwear. I don't know where my hat went, but y'all know that's my new favorite hat. I'm surprised I ain't got it on. My Yon hat. I got to get some more. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out. And while y'all checking out his merch, make sure y'all check out the Coach Smook Network merch. We got the QR code at the top left-hand corner of the screen. Top right-hand corner. It might be left-hand. I don't know. It's at the top of the screen. Y'all scan that bad boy. Go check it out, man. We just got to, I got to redo this too, man. I think I got to do some. Francesca, I think she just become a VIP member. Is that what that said? Oh, yo, she just became a VIP member. Hold on, I'm tripping. My bad, Francesca. I owe you one. Chat. Y'all know what she got to get. Y'all know what she got to get, man. Anytime we get VIP members, it's time to party, man. It's time to... Yo, give it up for Francesca, man. VIP in the building. Hopefully you able to pull up to the live watch party. Hopefully we can get Francesca to pull up to the live watch party, man. VIP. Listen, if y'all have not checked out the walk-ons event flyer, we're gonna close the show out with that. If you can, Montgomery, Alabama, surrounding areas, even if you driving from out of town for sure, definitely let me know so I could be looking out for you. Make sure I save you a spot. Best way to get in contact with me is to join the Discord, join the locker room, at me, at my moderators. And if you pulling up from out of town, I want to make sure you got space pulling up the walk-ons, man. I really do. I appreciate you for supporting Francesca. And then also, man, we got another new member that just joined or just rejoined. Bama Dave rejoined, renewing his membership, getting that wristband shined up and clean. 2 more likes till 50. Y'all can't get us to 50 likes? Oh, where's the love? Tell him, William, where's the love? And I think I saw somebody who some condolences are due in the chat, man. Dang, I can't see it. Where is it? Oh, Will. Oh, yeah, man. Prayers up, man. Sorry to hear about your loss, man. Prayers for you and your family. Hey, man. Y'all know I don't like to hear about losses. This is the time of year where it seemed like my family was destined to have losses this time of year. It seemed like between October and December, that's when all my family decide to go and be on with Jesus, but we'll rock with that, man. Why Darius trying to pop in late, trying to get a comment across? Shanae, did you get him? There you go. She got it. Sorry, but we don't talk to broke bettors. All right, don't come in here betting Coach Smook if you ain't got the money. Darius, who that man? Darius. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put, just so y'all aware of who not to bet when y'all get it. when y'all want to bet a Georgia fan, don't bet this one. There's Fountain 683. Don't bet this Georgia fan. I don't even think he's a real Georgia fan because he's from Chicago. But the gentleman made a small bet, a nice gentleman's bet. It wasn't even a gentleman's bet. I think this was a friendly wager, we like to call it. It's basically $16, 20 to be exact. If five gifted memberships, ain't no way you working a full-time job. Talking about you missed the show, right? You missed the show because you was working, but you ain't working enough to pay your little debt. Oh, I'm on your head. Let's do it one time. I ain't had one of these moments in a minute. Let's see if we can get one real quick. Here we go. So, Mr. Fontaine, I'm gonna tell you right now, you got another stream. You just one stream away. Oh no, hey, Kareem, I don't even care no more. I remember the day we was calling them out for it. You had AAA members that was like, oh wow, he came in here and talked all that noise. Excuse me. And they ended up covering his debt. But nah, he still owe. Oh, yeah. We ain't rocking with that. Hey, I'll call you back. I'll call you too, Coach Smook. Whatever he wants. Oh, wait. I'll call you back. I'll back you too, Coach Smook. Whatever he wants. Okay, who is this, Danny P? Is that Parker? Yeah, that ain't cool, man. I joke about it, but it's a principle, man. Cause if you can't do that, I can't rock with you. Like for real, I can't trust you with simple stuff, man. And you supposed to be a supporter, man. We don't rock like that. That's setting a bad tone for the network. All right, Park, I got you, brother. Hey, I'm gonna hit you up, man. I want to talk to you about something. All right, chat. That's gonna be it for today. Shout out to all of our sponsors, you, the AAA family, and everybody that's been supporting today. We've had a great time on the show again. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see y'all later on today, 3 p.m. We have post-practice reports for members only. I got some insight and some intel on some portal news. And I think y'all are going to be kind of upset. I think y'all going to be kind of upset about some portal news that I'm getting wind of. And this is official. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But I have 2 names that are confirmed going to the portal. Caught me by surprise. I thought there was a chance, but never thought it would get all the way there to the point that the conversation is being had. There are ultimatums on the table, and I don't know if this game, some of those ultimatums will be met. And in this day and age, the demands by the player, they are legit. You get what I'm saying? They are legit. So we'll talk about that tonight, or at 3:00 for our members only post-practice report. And we'll see about post-practice reviews and see what type of footage will be afforded to react to here at 3 p.m. this evening, Central Standard Time on the Coach Smook Network. Members only video. If you haven't already become a member, you need to. But with that being said, I appreciate y'all for the support. Much love to everybody. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say,
"Put me in the game, Coach Smook."
I appreciate y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Be blessed, y'all. Much love, y'all.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, "Put me in the game, Coach Smook."
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Coach Smook here from the Coach Smook Network, and we're bringing the game to you. Join us live at Walk On Sports Bistro in Montgomery, Alabama for the ultimate Alabama versus Indiana watch party on January 1st, kicking off at 2 p.m. Expect a next level atmosphere, multiple big screens, real fan interactions, and the chance to connect, network, and vibe with fellow Alabama fans like never before. And here's the kicker. The first 30 supporters in the door, you get into the VIP area. Beat me there. Don't meet me there. And remember,
and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like